Hello everyone, I welcome you all on programming using Python MCA third semester course. In the last class we have discussed with how to evaluate expressions in Python by using a numbers, that is integer type and a floating point numbers. In that we have discussed with operator precedence also, which operator will go evaluated first and which is the lowest precedence. Okay, in this today's sessions we are going to deal with variables and computer memory. In last class we have going with only the value of addition and subtraction and other arithmetic operations. So with respect to values that can be used for a longer or later time of applications or a program. So for that the variables are required. Programmers frequently name the values so that can use them for later. A name which refers to the value is called a variable. So the variable names can be starts with letters, and it can be digits, and it can be a underscore symbol. Okay, but it should not start with a number. So here the number is the variable name should not start with a number. So let me give the examples which are the valid variables names and which is not a valid variable names. So example, area, underscore circle, okay, degree 90, okay, and 75, age, okay. So with respect to these examples, the variable name can be a letters, it can use a underscore symbol, and it can be a combination of letters and digits, and it should not be start with the numbers. So this is not a valid in a Python. Okay, this is not a valid in a Python. So let me give the examples with respect to the assignment statement. So here area equal to 200. So this is what called as it is a assignment statement. This is what we call as a assignments. So whenever Python sees a variable in an expression, so it substitute the value to the which the variable will refers. So whenever the Python sees a variable in an expression, it going to substitute the value to which the variable will refers. Okay. So consider a example. So here I am taking a variable name as a letter. So I will assign a value as 15 to a variable called W. Okay. So then I am just writing a simple expressions, 9 multiplied by 3 plus W. Okay. So with respect to this, the evaluation of the expression will from left to right, and with respect to this, the star multiplication symbol or the star symbol, it has the highest precedence, so that the first it going to execute 9 multiplied by 3. Okay, so for that you will get the answer as 27 So after that the addition operation of the plus symbol will be get evaluated. So that plus, then when the Python says here the variable it is w, and w will refers to the value called 15, and this 15 will be substituted here. Okay. So then the addition of these two value will be the 42. Okay. So finally when this statement get executed, we will get the output as 42. Okay. Let us take one more example, area of rectangle, and formula it is area equal to width multiplied by height. So I need to find out the area of a rectangle. So this is a formula for area of rectangle. Okay. So here I need to take a two variable, width, height, and I need to assign this value or the expression value to a variable called area. So here I am taking or assigning a value for width. Width will be assigned with a value as 20, and for height I am assigning a value as 36. Okay. So I need to calculate area of rectangle. So the formula written in form of programming is area equal to width multiplied by height. Okay. So when this expression will be evaluated by the Python, the width variable refers to the value of 20, and this 20 will be substituted in the width field. Okay. So 20, and same way when height variable is seen, so then that time the Python will substitute the height variable value, that is 36. So when these two values are attached, well, then the expressions will be executed, and you will get the answer as 720, and this will be assigned to the variable called area. So when I execute area, so I will get the answer as 720. Okay. Let us consider one more example with respect to area of triangle. So this with respect to area of rectangle. Now consider area of triangle. For area of triangle, the formula is base into height whole divided by 2, right? So here I need to take two variable, that is base and height. Okay. Then to store the calculated value, I require one more variable called area. So I am going to assign a base value. So I am going to assign a base value as 12, height value as 47. Then I am going to calculate area of triangle. So area equal to base multiplied by height divided by 2. Okay. So with respect to this, when these expressions get evaluated, the value of base variable will be substituted, and height value of variable value will be substituted, and it will be get evaluated. So when these two when this expressions get evaluated, we will get the answer as 564. So the expression is evaluated from left to right, and with respect to binary operator star, it execute base and height, and you will get the answer as 564, and that should be get divided by 2, then you will get the answer as 282 in a floating point representation. So when this value will be assigned to a variable called area. So when I execute the variable a, so that I will get the answer as 282 floating point value. So here you can observe that I have used the variable name called height 2 times, okay, and the area name 2 times, so that the content or the value of the variable will changes, or it may going to vary. So assigning a value to a variable that already exists, that not going to create a second variable. So instead of that, existing variable will be reused. Okay. So observe that I have used the height and area as a 2 times, right. So with respect to this, when assigning a value to a variable that already exists, it does not going to create a second variable. Instead of that, the existing variable will be reused, which means that the variable, it is no longer refers to its old value. So with respect to this program, the area will contain 720. When I execute the area of triangle, the area value will be 282, and when I wanted to print once again the area, it will print only 282. The old value which is stored in the variable, that will be get erased. Okay. So that's what, when the value will be changed with respect to variable, the name as given as a variable. So the content or the value will be vary. So the it given as a variable. So let us go with memory module of the Python with respect to variables. Memory model of a Python. So computer will consisting of memory. So when you need to execute anything, that should be in your computer memory, so that CPU will process very fastly, and each memory will be identified as a memory locations, right. So we called as a memory location, and this locations are uniquely identified by using a memory address. So with respect to Python, we represent a memory address as a ID. ID1, it short form of or a prefix of identifier, and the memory address will be in the form of IDE1, IDE2, IDE3. Like this, we are going to identify the memory location, or we are going to mark our memory address with a prefix called IDE. Okay. So let us take an example. So 26, this is the value. Okay. So this is the address of this value, that is IDE1, and which is of type float. So which is of type float. So this representation or the memory representation with respect to a value, we called as an object. So we called as a objects. A value at a memory address with a type, we called as a objects. I am repeating, object is a value at a memory address with a type. So it's called as a object. Okay. Memory model, it contains a memory address of the object to which it refers to. So in our memory model, the variable contains the memory address of the object to which it is refers. For example, this 26 is the value for your variable width. So this is the variable, and it has a value called 26. Okay. So I need to assign this memory address to the or memory object to a variable. Okay. So this is with respect to IDE 1, and this will be referred as width. Okay. In our memory module, the variable contain the memory address of the object which it is refers. Okay. So here the object it is 26 and the memory address it is IDE1. This will contains the variable width, or variable width contain the memory address of the object. Okay. So we are going to use the following terminology when you are representing a memory module. It starts with value 26 point as the memory So this is this 26 as the memory address. So this 26 value will refer the memory address, it is IDE 1. Okay. Then the object, this is whole thing, the object at the memory address IDE 1, it has a type float, it has a type float and value 26.0 because it is a floating point, so that 26.0. Okay. Variable width, so variable width contains the memory variable width contains a memory address IDE 1, and the last thing it is variable width refers to the value 26. So we are going to use the following terminology, so that value 26 is as a memory address IDE 1. So this value as IDE memory address it is IDE 1, and this whole thing we called as object. So object at memory address IDE 1 is of type float and it contains a value as 26.0, and with respect to variable width, it contains the memory address as IDE 1, and with respect to width, the variable width will refers to the value called 26. Got it? So next go with assignment statement. Assignment statements are the general form of assignment statement. It is variable equal sign, then expression. Variable name equal to and expressions. Let us consider how this statement is going to be executed. So first thing it going to evaluate the expression. Okay, on the right of the equal sign to produce a value. Okay, this value has a memory address. So, okay, this is the first thing. So next it is store. So after evaluation we are going to store the memory address of the value in the variable on the left of the equal sign. Create a new variable or reuse. Okay, so we need to consider two things. So first it is evaluate the expression on the right of the equal sign to produce a value. So we need to evaluate this symbol. So based on equal sign we are going to evaluate the right side of the expression. So when this evaluated we will get a value, or it going to produce a value, and that value will be as a memory address. After that we are going to store this address of the value in the variable on left of the variable. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಈ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಸೈನ್ದು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಅ ನ್ಯೂ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್. ಇಫ್ ದ variable name it is exists, we are just replacing the memory address that it contains. So in case variable already exists, we just replace the memory address that it contains. Okay, let us take a example. Okay, with respect to evaluation of assignment statement. Area equal to 13 multiplied by 42. Okay, so after this I am going to print the content of your variable called area. So I will get the answer as 546. Okay, let's check how the Python will execute these statements. So with respect to this we need to evaluate the expression on the right of the equal sign. So with respect to this, the equal sign or the sign right hand side we have this expression. So I need to evaluate this expression, means 13 multiplied by 42. So I will get the answer as 546. Okay. So for this I need to give a memory address. So consider I am giving a memory address as IDE 1, and by seeing I can tell that it is a integer number, so that the type of value it is int. Okay. So after that I need to evaluate the equals with respect to equal sign left of the left, that is variable name. So variable on left of the equal sign are the area. So which is going to refer, or I need to store the address of this produced value. So here I need to assign a IDE 1, and I need to variable this or refer this as a area. Okay, this is how we are going to with execution of assignment statements. Okay. So this is with respect to assignment statements. So let us go with reassigning a to a variable. Just consider this code. Difference equal to 20. Okay. Double equal to 2 multiplied by difference double. After this I am just reassigning a value of variable difference double. Okay. So with this I will get output as 40, with this I will get output as 40. Okay. Let us execute this code. So with respect to this, when I execute this statement, difference equal to 20. So here I need to go with these two steps. So I need to evaluate the expression of the equal sign, right, so that 20 will be evaluated, and this will have a memory address. It is address 1. So this is the new code, so that I am taking the address as a identifier as a IDE 1, and which is of type integer. Okay. So after this I need to assign this, I need to give a reference to the variable, so that I am giving a memory address reference to the variable called difference. Okay. Clear? Next statement it is, here I am evaluating the expression called double equal to 2 multiplied with the difference. So I am just multiplying the content of difference 2 with the 2. So what is the difference value here? It is 20. 20 multiplied by 2, I will get the answer as 40. That is the equal sign right hand side produced value, it is 40, and I need to assign a memory address. So address for this value, it is IDE 2, and it is of type integer. Okay. Then I am going to evaluate the expression with respect to equal sign, that is left hand side, so that it is a double. So I am going to just referring the variable double to a memory address IDE 2. So after that, so I am just printing the content of the variable called double. So after getting output, so I'm reassigning a value to a variable called difference. So once again I need to go with these two steps. So the based on equal sign, right hand side will be get evaluated first, so that I will get a value as a 5 and it is as a memory address as IDE3 and it is of type integer. Okay. So for this it's done. So a value it is 5 and its memory address it is IDE3 and it is of type integer. So next I need to evaluate with respect to equal sign left hand side, that is difference, right. I told you, right, store the memory address of the value in the variable on the left of the equal sign. Create a new variable if the variable it is not created. Where if the variable it is already created, just reuse or just replace the memory address in that variable. So that the difference variable it is already created, just I need to replace this reference with this new reference ID. So this will become the IDE3 and this will refers to this memory locations. So this is how we are going to write a memory module for the values in a Python. Okay. Let's give one more example with respect to memory model and assignment and reassignments of the value in a variable. So the code it is code like this. Number equal to 3. Okay, I'm just displaying the content. So it don't display it as a number. Then number equal to 2 multiplied by number. I am displaying the content of the number. So it is 6, then okay. With respect to this code, I am assigning a value 3 to a variable called number and displaying in the second statement. Okay, the third statement it is number equal to value will the value 2 will be multiplied with a number. So, and once again this expressions get evaluated, the produced value will be stored in a variable called number only. So I am just displaying the content of it is when this statement get executed, I will get a answer as 6 and that will be printed on this. So next I am going to execute this statement and this statement is number multiplied by number. So currently the number value it is 6. So 6 is multiplied by 6, I will get a answer as 36 and that will be stored in a variable called number itself. Okay, let us just consider how the memory module will be represented for this code. So first it is going to create or it is going to evaluate the equal sign right hand side. So it is 3. Okay, for this it will create a memory called IDE1. It is of type integer. Okay, means object has been created. So after that I need to assign this address to a variable called number. So that IDE1 with respect to number. Okay, so with respect to this number will refers to the value called 3. Okay, this is with respect to the first statement. So after that I am just displaying the content. So with respect to present situation or the current situation, the number contains the reference ID as IDE1 and this address contains the value as 3. So that will be displayed here. So I am next evaluating this expression, that is 2, the value 2 is multiplied with a number. The variable number contains the value as 3. So 3 multiplied with value 2, it is 3 2s are 6. So that will be evaluated with respect to equal sign right hand side, that is 6. So I am going to create a memory as IDE2, which is of type integer. So I am here at this position now. So I am evaluating this expression with this equal sign. I am evaluating the right side of the expression. So when I get evaluated, I will get a 6 is the answer, and memory address and the type of value. Okay. After that, I need to execute the second statement, that is store the memory address of the value in the variable of the left side, right? Okay. Here the number it is already exist. Then I need to replace the memory address with a new memory address. So this will be replaced with this new value, and this memory address will be changed to IDE 1. So at this position, the number will contain the value as 6, and this will be refers to the memory address called IDE 2, so that it will be get updated. Okay. So after that, it's just going to display the content of the variable number, and this number will contain the value as 6, so that will be get displayed here. Then this statement will get executed, number equal to number multiplied by number. Okay. So when this expression is evaluated, so based on equal sign, right hand should be get executed. So the here I am referring a variable. So variable name, when says a Python, it going to substitute the value. So the value of this variable, it is 6. So 6. So when this 6 multiplied by 6, I will get the answer as 36. So for that 36, I am going to create a memory address, that is IDE 3, and which is of type integer. Okay. So next I need to store this memory address in a variable called number. Okay. So this number, it is already exist. I am just replacing the memory address of the variable. Okay. So I am now replacing the value of the number to a new memory address, that is IDE 3, and also changing the address. Okay. So after that, I am calling this number, it going to display the content of the variable number, that is 36. So this is how memory will be allocated for the when you are executing the statements. Okay. Just for curiosity, okay, if I give a equal to 3, okay, if I give a equal to 3, okay, then memory module of this will be like this: IDE 1 with respect to a, like this. Okay. So when I execute this, it will point into that number. Okay. Then consider one more thing. So b equal to 6. Okay. So then that time, so 6 is already present in a memory, so that ID address of this will be the refers to variable called b, and that ID will be reference to the variable b. So this is how the Python will execute a code with respect to memory module. Okay. Let us take example with respect to augmented assignment. Here I am taking a variable name as a score, and it contains a value as 20. I'm just printing the content of the variable score. So I will get the answer as 20. Okay. After that, I am adding score equal to score plus 20. So when this statement get executed, the value will be stored in the variable score itself. So that I am going to just display the content. This is how we are going to write the program usually. So if I record a shorthand representation of the score, okay, so let's go with the same thing with the shorthand notation, that is score equal to 20. I'm just displaying the content score, so 20 will be printed, then score. So instead of writing whole things, I'm just writing it as score plus equal to 20, then displaying the content. Okay. So this writing this type of the statement we called as a augmented assignment. Or a shorthand representation of the expression. So an assignment statement with an operator to make a statement more concise, we use this type of assignments. Or the augmented statement is the combination in a single statement of a binary operation and an assignment statement. I am repeating it. Augmented statement is the combination of single statement of a binary operation and a assignment statement. Okay. Let us know how this augmented assignment statement is evaluated. Okay. First, it going to evaluate the expression of the on the right of the equal sign. So first it going to evaluate on the equal sign to produce the value. Okay. Second, it is apply the operator which is attached which is attached to the equal sign to the variable on the left of the equal sign. Okay. And this will also going to produce the results. Okay. So this value will be stored in the memory address of the value in a variable on the left of the equal sign. So here the operator it is applied after the expressions on the right is evaluated. Okay. Clear? Let's take a example. So D equal to 2, D multiplied and equal to 3 plus 4. I am just displaying the content. Okay. Let evaluate this code. Okay. First it going to assign a value 2 to a variable called D, right? So the variable will be refers to the value called 2. Okay. After that, I need to evaluate this augmented assignment. Okay. So with respect to given rule, so that based on equal sign, it should evaluate the right side of the expression. So with respect to this right side, it is 3 plus 4. Okay. So this expression is evaluated first. Okay. 3 plus 7, it is 7. So 7 will be created. Okay. 7 will be evaluated and that will be created. Okay. After that, okay, then we are applying the operator which is present in with the equal sign. So here I am applying the operator which is present with the equal sign. The operator which is present here, it is multiplication. So that I am applying here. So multiplication will be performed, 7 multiplied, and the value of the variable. The here value of the variable, it is value of variable D, it is 2. Okay. So 7 multiplied by 2, I will get the answer as 14. Okay. Once again, this produced value will be stored in a variable called D itself. Now the memory for this, it is 14. So like this, it will be pointing to the variable. Okay. Then when I get execute the variable D, I will get the output as 14. Okay. This is how we are going with the augmented assignments. I am repeating just. So first you need to assign a value to a variable. So when you are executing augmented expressions, the first right hand side of the equal sign will be get executed. After, the produced result will be applied to the left of the equal sign, then that will be stored, the applied operation will be performed with respect to the variable D, and that finally produced value will also be stored in a variable which is refers in a equal sign. Okay. So the augmented operations can be performed for all the mathematical operator or arithmetic operator except the negation, that is minus. Okay. Negation is not possible with respect to the augmented assignments. Clear? So my left hand side of the table will shows the assignment operator, or it going to give the summary of the augmented operators. Okay. Before end this sessions, just recall what we have learnt in this sessions. So we start with variables and computer memory. How the variables are created and what is the criteria to create a variables, and what are the names can be given for a variable. And after that we have learnt that memory model for a variable, and assignment statement in a variable, and reassigning a value to a variable, and the augmented statements. Okay, augmented assignments in this sessions. So with this I am going to end this session. Thank you.